Mass Media.
Welcome to Anything But CliShay, a place for real talk about age gaps, culture clashes, and all the things people whisper about but rarely discuss out loud.
Yeah, we're kind of defining a relationship on our own terms.
I would say unconventional relationship.
In every sense of the term. So many dynamics that come into our relationship. Our races, our age. You're like basically on Social Security.
Because at the end of the day, I mean, I love you.
Here are your hosts, Clifton and Shay.
Welcome back to Anything But CliShay. As always, I'm your host, Clifton.
I'm Shay.
And together, we're CliShay. So thank you for joining us for part 2 of You Need Therapy. Again, we're here with Allie. Allie, take it away.
Okay. Yeah, so here's what we were talking about, right? Just last episode, we're getting into why do we go along to get along?
Yeah.
Where does that come from for Shay? And when we did meet individually, we really got into this past relationship of yours that was abusive. That was really difficult for you to get out of, to be in. And I think I shared with you, maybe I didn't share with you, but I'll share, is that the research that we have this research around women who are in abusive relationships just because that's kind of the where the research is being done. We know that men are in abusive relationships too, that we're not disqualifying that, but the research we have from women in abusive relationships is that it often takes an average of 7 times to leave that relationship and come back before you leave for good.
Yeah.
Because you were kind of saying like, how come I just stuck around and how come I just kept doing that, right?
Yeah.
But
Can I share
yes, please.
something?
Yeah.
It's a bit of an anecdote, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
It's sort of like tipping over or knocking over a refrigerator. You can't just walk up to it and shove it over. You got to rock it a couple times, get some momentum, and then push it over.
That's a
good way to
excellent
look at
way
it.
to look at it.
Yeah.
Exactly. That resonates with you?
Yeah. It wasn't until I feel like I finally pushed over. I was like, all right, I'm done.
Yes.
I'm getting out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But you have to build up the momentum for that to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the way that there's another, phrase I'm going to use, a trauma bond. The way that a trauma bond works in the brain is a trauma bond is not like two people meet and they bond over like a shared trauma that they both experienced. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about a bond between two people that is so extreme on both sides, right? We've got the extreme like cortisol release and adrenaline release that happens when the abuse is happening. And then we have minutes later, hours later, days later, the like makeup, apology, honeymoon thing that happens. Yeah. And now we've got a dump of serotonin, dopamine, oxytocin, which is the bonding hormone. And it keeps us so locked into that pattern, that cycle. It's like, I have read this, okay? I'm going to take off my therapist hat for 1 second because I saw this on TikTok. But, okay, so don't take this as like, researched. But a therapist on TikTok said it's like 10 times harder to break a trauma bond than to like detox from heroin.
Oh, wow.
That's how powerful those chemicals are in our bond.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that resonates too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That does.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was definitely hard. And at the time I was in that relationship, I was also like struggling with addiction.
Yeah.
And now that you just said that, it was so funny for me. It was so easy for me to like break my addiction. And I honestly think after I got sober, I had left him maybe a year after that.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think things got really clear when you got sober or more clear?
Because I was sober and he wasn't. And I just knew it was something I wasn't going to go back down again. And I was realizing a lot of things. Just, I feel like at that time I was realizing I feel like I wasted stuff. You know, I was getting like promotions at work and all this stuff's happening. And I'm like, all of this stuff could have been happening for me years ago if I was focused on what I should have been focused on and like just not in this toxic situation. And, you know, work was like my escape. I would go there and like no one had any idea what was going on.
So common, yeah.
Yeah, I would spend so much time there. Like, they're like, you need overtime? I'm like, I'll do overtime. I'll do 20 hours extra a week. Like, anything just to not be home.
Safe, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, safe. And I'm wondering, like, you're getting a sense of like self-esteem, purpose, that kind of thing that like, you're not getting at home.
I feel like I've always like excelled at what I do. So it was like just, you know, having that recognition and like being treated like a human by other people and just not having drama and like a peaceful environment.
Absolutely.
Was, like, really nice for me.
Yeah. Something stable, predictable.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like that's what that relationship was not.
Yeah, it was very unpredictable, which is why like it's hard for me to bring certain things up because, for instance, how he brought up the fight about, well, not really the fight, the disagreement we had with me not being outside.
Yes.
Had that been my ex, that would have been like, Jesus, like a completely different way that would have went down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So we're getting back to the kind of full circle where I was going to take us. So you did that beautifully, which is, how did that relationship teach you to go along to get along?
Yeah, because he was just so unpredictable all the time that it was like, it was easier for me to be quiet, not have my voice. Like literally he said, jump, I'd be like, how high? Just to protect my peace and like myself, really. Survival?
Just to literally survive.
Yeah.
And sometimes we mean that literally, and sometimes we mean that emotionally or relationally, and sometimes it's all of it at once.
Yeah, I feel like it was all of it at once. Yeah. Like I was trying to survive mentally, emotionally. Yeah. Like it's funny, I like do individual therapy.
Yeah.
And I was telling my therapist, like, I didn't realize in that relationship just how toxic and everything it was until I was out of it. Just all the things I was accepting. I'm like, who was that girl? Like, I don't even know who she was. I feel bad for her.
Yeah.
Kind of, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I kind of love that piece of it where you can look back with like, compassion for her. I don't know if that's what you meant by I feel bad.
I feel like, I'm like, damn, I want to give her a hug and be like, it's going to be okay. Like, this is, I remember like waking up and being like, I just need to accept this. Like, this is just going to be my life. I don't know who, like, because, you know, he just like beat me down so much emotionally too. It was like, well, who is going to want me? I have all these problems and stuff. And once I got out of it, like my depression, like, got so much better. Like my anxiety went down so much. I'm like, I didn't realize how physically sick he was also making me.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So you learn to walk on eggshells, go along to get along, silence yourself just so that things don't blow up.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, now we're in this relationship where for all I can tell, things are safe, right? You're like, no,
I mean, she doesn't hit me often, but when she does, I deserve it.
She's so crazy.
No, it's fine. I know that was a joke. So we don't have to dive deeper into that. But it's safe, but it's also like you're still kind of like, oh, I'm not sure. Can I take that risk? Would I be able to? Oh, can I say that? Right? You're having that internal negotiation.
And I feel bad because it's not like he does anything to make me feel like that. I just feel like maybe it's also just me protecting myself and having that wall up because I don't want to get hurt or disappointed.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So Clifton's not doing anything actively to make you feel like you can't say anything. But I wonder if there's anything he could add in that could draw it out or like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That can like speak to that part of you that still isn't sure if she's safe. And that's not to say it's this version of you right now, but it might be that version of you that you want to go back and hug.
Yeah.
Like maybe she's still in there. I mean, I'm predicting she is, right? She's in there and she might be like sounding the alarm a little bit like, hey, Shay, don't say anything here. Remember how that went last time back then?
Yeah.
Don't say it. Right. She's got a lot of fear. And is there any way that you or Clifton could speak to that to like kind of soothe her?
Yeah.
And then you have your voice back, right? For that moment or whatever. Do you get what I'm getting at?
Yeah, like in ways that he could help, like encourage me.
Yeah. Did you guys happen to watch Ted Lasso? There was something between, and I don't remember the names of the characters, but Ted, obviously, and then I think his name was Rebecca, the owner of the football team.
Yeah.
She, they had this thing where if they said the word Oklahoma, it meant that they had to be completely honest in that moment and just like share the real stuff.
Yep.
Unfiltered, like, you know, you could say, hey, how you doing today? And you say, oh, I'm good. And then I would say like Oklahoma. And he's like, oh, I'm fucking stressed about blah, 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 blah. You know?
Yeah,
that would be helpful. I do like that
That's
idea.
really resonating for you.
Yeah,
That's
I like
a good
that
one.
idea.
Yes. Okay. You feel like
Oklahoma,
you could
we can find a different word.
Yeah, we'll come up with a different
come
safe
up with
word.
something that's cool for you guys. But you feel like you could totally initiate that.
I wouldn't necessarily know when to do so, but I think I could kind of, you know, I'm not necessarily astute when it comes to emotional awareness, but I think there would be times where it would come. I think a switch would flip, and I would say, "Oh, this is a time to sort of Oklahoma this situation,"
right?
And then we could
maybe just ask. Maybe there isn't.
I think there would be a learning curve to it.
100%.
Like this week, I was having bad anxiety and depression, and I'm like, usually I don't say anything to anyone, but I was like, I just needed to like get it out, and I like talked to him about it and stuff, and he talked me through it, which I'm like, you know, it gives validation because I'm like, also dealing with like mental illness. It's like, I don't want to be a burden to anyone, or like it'd be like, oh, she's going through this again. So a lot of the time I'm like, I'm fine.
Go
but
along
I was
to get
just
along.
not. I wasn't fine, and I was just like, I need to like get this out and like just talk through my feelings. Somehow. I think you were great.
I mean, I was traveling this week, and when Shay mentioned that, it was via text.
Okay.
And so I just kind of checked in with her a couple times, you know, during that day, which is not something we normally do with one another.
Check in throughout the day.
Right.
Okay.
You know, that's what I like about our relationship. We're not like super, what do they call people, like codependent?
Yeah, there's no like
separation.
Like there's no like good morning, good afternoon, good evening texts, like just the constant check-ins, you know? And that's something I really like because
you both like that.
Yeah.
Great.
And because it seems so contrived. Like, and then it's a potential problem when you're too busy to do that check-in.
Now?
And then it's like, and then your partner thinks that there's something wrong or whatever, and they're like, "Hey, why didn't you say good morning? Like, what's going on?" It's like, "Oh, I was late for work and I forgot." Whatever. Oh, then it's like, "Oh, I'm not in front of your mind this morning."
Priority.
It becomes so much, and I'm like, "It's just a text."
Yeah, I love that you both are on the same page with that. That's awesome. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Okay, but what you were saying was you were feeling depression and anxiety. You normally do not share that. And you thought, I could really use some support. And I guess there's a part of you that thought, I really deserve some support too.
Yeah.
I'm going to take that risk. I'm going to reach out. I'm going to say something. And then was that a burden to you? Because that was your fear. I don't want to be a burden. Was that felt like a burden to you?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Yeah.
It felt like the absolute least I could do, right? I mean, I was busy. I was, working on a project, but at the same time, Shay enters my mind, periodically through the day. So in those moments, it was like, hey, I should probably just do a quick check-in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was nice. I really did appreciate it.
What's the message that you got? I mean, besides the literal words in the message, what's the message it sent you to know when he was checking in? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that he just really does support me.
Yeah.
You know, and like I feel like I do have like a partner. Like I like calling him my partner instead of like my boyfriend. People are like, "Are you kidding me?" But I'm like, I feel like I really do have like a partner, like someone I can like rely on and that supports me and appreciates me and like makes me feel seen in a way I've never felt before.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I love that distinction too. Partner versus boyfriend.
Yeah.
It's more like intimate, it's deeper. There's more connection there. It's not just like this casual, it's my boyfriend.
Yeah.
And like we're adults. Boyfriend is kind of a funny word to me.
Yeah.
And girlfriend, I'm like, what?
I'm like my
What?
partner. I always say like people at my job probably think I'm a lesbian. So I'm always like my partner.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So, but you're saying I took a risk and I reached out in a moment I normally wouldn't. And I got the message that I really matter to my partner.
Yeah.
And that right there, that might seem like a simple exchange, but there's so much happening there. We're building safety. We're building trust. We're building that sense of secure attachment that, oh, this person has my back. I can rely on them. I can turn to them when things are hard and when things are good. And I know they're going to be there.
Yeah.
That sense of security.
And we have a lot of good times. So it's nice to like know that in those times where I'm not, you know, I can't show up 100% or be myself, that he's still going to like be there and like love me the same.
Yeah. He's not going anywhere.
I hope not.
When you're
Yet.
not.
No.
He's not going anywhere when you're not at 100%. Like you don't always have to be on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny that you use the term, you don't have to always be on, right? Because I say that all the time, you know, having a hospitality background, right?
Sure.
Like there's, you know, you turn it on when you have to, and then when you're behind closed doors or whatever, you turn it off. And, and, you know, I like that neither one of us feel like we have to be on really ever when we're together. It's just us. And it's such a relief. Because I've had relationships before where I felt like I had to be, a little taste of my own medicine. I like it. Ooh, that's a bitter pill. No,
That's because that's the magic that happens in this room.
I just, you know, there were times where I wasn't myself, right? I was, you know, when you first meet someone, you sort of present this version of yourself that's like, I'm on my best behavior, right? And then as you get into it, sometimes you don't take that mask off, right? And so there were times, you know, in some relationships where I felt like I had to pretend to be who I thought they wanted me to be.
Oh, wow.
And that's exhausting.
That is exhausting.
And then, you know, with Shay, it's just me. And it's such a relief, you know, and that it makes me so happy to be with her because she loves me, like how I am, who I am. And that is like, it's empowering, you know, because in a lot of ways I didn't know if the real me could be loved. Yeah. Don't make me cry.
No, we're gonna stay with this. Is that okay? Please stay with it. Okay. Because this is where the magic happens. So you just said, say it too, Shay. The fact that you get to be yourself and what that does for you. Like if you turn to her and say,
"You're going to make me cry."
Yeah, that's
Give
okay.
Give me a tissue in advance.
Let's
here.
get
It's
the
already
tissues
starting.
out. Yeah, this is where the magic happens. Yeah,
but yeah, one of the things that is really powerful to me in our relationship and is feeling that I can be 100% myself and you love me regardless. Like it feels really good. Feels really good. Yeah. I haven't had that before.
I love you.
I love you too.
Yeah. Okay, let me ask you what it was like to share that, even have the tears coming. What's that like?
Feels good to be able to say it.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of already said it. I didn't know if I could be loved. I've mentioned before that I'm really hard on myself because I just know that I could be better. I could do more. I could,
Sure.
in a professional setting, in an interpersonal setting. So because I'm not giving 100% all the time to every facet of my life, sometimes I beat myself up because I'm not doing that.
Right.
But nobody can give 100% of the time.
No.
You need downtime and all that, but I don't give myself that grace sometimes.
Yeah. Okay.
So to be able to say to Shay, like, thank you for accepting me, who I am. I'm accepting who I am and how I am. It's nice to just have it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like he accepts me too in the same way,
Yeah.
Like all my weirdness.
Yeah, but those are some of the things that I love the most.
I love you.
Yeah. Okay, did we expect that therapy was going to feel great today?
There were some nerves, but we don't really know. We didn't know the source of them necessarily.
That's exactly
So
what it was.
Unexpected. Yeah.
Well, we didn't. Yeah, we didn't know. Having done our individual sessions with you prior, we didn't know what was going to come up. And Shay actually brought up the no secrets policy in our introduction that we did before coming in.
Yeah.
And so that I don't know. Maybe there was some anxiety there around if we had shared something that
that constitutes a secret.
Right.
Got it.
And so we didn't know if Allie was going to be like, all right, it's secret time,
Who wants to go first?
Just like the exes, right? We're just going to map it all out, put it all on the table. No, that's not how it works. These would be like major secrets, like really big things that impact our work. Like if one of you had just like gambled away $150,000, in Vegas last weekend, like we'd want to tell our partner that.
Oh, yeah.
Those kind of things.
we haven't merged our finances, so that's irrelevant.
That's irrelevant. Clifton's like, I did, but I'm not going to say it, right? No. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what like the goal of doing couples therapy, right, is to, hey, let's talk about the things we're not talking about. I should say this. When you're in a space like you guys are, where things are not highly escalated, you're not in crisis. I mean, obviously, that's going to be a different goal for couples therapy. But you're in a space where it's like, yeah, there's still just some stuff under the surface we're not addressing maybe. It might be small, and it might just be we can make some little shifts to the way that we interact. And also, we can have these bonding moments. That's what we actually have a name for what just happened there. Yeah. And it's a bonding moment. And what happened was both of your brains just like flooded with oxytocin. And I'm sure you felt how great that felt to like get that love in that moment. And that's powerful. Moments like that continue to strengthen the trust, strengthen the safety, the security, like I was saying earlier. And that's where all the magic happens. Like, I don't have any magic. You two have it. It's between you. Yeah. And you got to just experience that. And I got to experience that, which is my favorite part of this job. So thank you for letting me witness that with you.
Yeah, thank you for giving us the roadmap to get there, and and now we get to share it with an audience as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's cool. Well, you did a really courageous thing. So I'm impressed. I admire you guys for being like, let's do this. Let's see what happens. And then we're going to put it out there.
Yeah.
I love it.
You.
Good for you.
Thanks for being a part of it. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate it too. Yeah.
All right. Very good. Shall we wrap this up? Yeah. So, Shay, that was the therapy session.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, what did you think?
I actually really enjoyed it. I think Allie's great.
She is, isn't she?
Yeah.
Did you feel like we just scratched the surface, or do you think there's more there?
I think there's more there for sure.
Yeah.
It's something I would definitely like to do again. Like you said, maybe check in with her once a quarter.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
I think that might be, maybe this is an ongoing segment, right?
Yeah.
We each each season we close with a couple sessions with Allie or something like that, maybe.
Yeah, that sounds good.
She was great, right? I think that first I thought it was really cool that she was open to do this, right? Because we asked a lot of people. You asked a lot of people. Thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
And yeah, we barked up a lot of the wrong trees, knocked on a lot of doors that,
weren't opening.
Yeah. So, and then to have the person who's willing to do it be so great as a host.
I'm like, I want to see you all the time
guest
now.
or whatever. Yeah. So I think that was a worthwhile endeavor. Going into it, we didn't have any problems. So it wasn't like we resolved anything or we didn't have a specific goal. Like I think many people, when they start going to counseling or therapy or what have you, they have a specific, a goal or a task. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And we didn't have that. So it was kind of just like, hey, let's just do it as a, I guess just as something, as a activity, or not an activity, but what am I looking for here?
We wanted to try something new.
We thought that we expected there to be benefits, but did you get the benefit that you thought you would get?
Yeah, I think so.
And what was that?
Confirmation that, getting along to go along isn't the best thing, that I need to find my voice. And that, I still have work to do. We all have work to do.
Yeah. Speaking of voices, do you think that the voice that you're trying to find is your phone sex voice?
Oh, yeah. Thanks for calling 1-800-SHAY's hotline.
Love it. But in all seriousness, I thought it was beneficial. I think, she kind of uncovered some stuff that I wasn't expecting. I didn't expect to open up about me, putting on, just being on in most of my previous relationships, at least the ones I cared about. And now that I don't have to be on, how much of a relief it is. And then how amazing you make me feel because you love the me that I didn't know could necessarily be loved, right?
Yeah.
So that's pretty powerful for me. It's pretty healing as well. And I wasn't expecting that at all. I kind of just thought we would go in and she might, throw some like just basic terms at us and be like, oh yeah, you guys, Shay's avoidant and Clifton is something else. And, just generic terms that are popular in like, I guess, relationship and counseling and all that. Yeah. I just thought we would get, the market basket.
I mean, she was quoting TikTok. She was very relatable.
For you,
I know.
I don't tick or talk. But yeah.
And she was like a natural, I feel like.
Oh, for sure. She had great presence on camera and on the mic and everything. Like she, didn't do the things that a lot of people do, like drop the mic away from their face or talk with their hands and get weird audio.
We didn't even have to coach her at all. She was amazing.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Allie.
Yeah, for sure.
And couples therapy.
Yeah.
I think it was a great experience. I was nervous, I'm not going to lie, because I just did, the unexpected sometimes is like a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
But once we were finished with the session, I was like, what was I nervous about?
Yeah, that was actually what I was going to bring up, was why were we nervous? Like, I guess just something new, right? Unfamiliar territory made us a little bit, gave us a little anxiety. I didn't know
what questions she was going to ask or where she was going to go with this, or like if she was going to try to poke holes in our relationship to find something.
That's a good topic to bring up. Was there anything in your preliminary questionnaire that you thought she would dive deeper on but didn't, or that she might bring up in our couples session?
Not really, because it was just our first one together. And like she said, she did ours differently, where she met with us first individually and then together, whereas she meets with the couples together first and then individually after. But I feel like for the first session, she kind of really got in there.
Yeah. The thing that I thought might come up is that, I basically, in my questionnaire, I said that, we've touched on this quite a bit. And I've said that, I don't think that relationships should be work. Mm-hmm. And if it becomes work, then I don't want to do it. Then you're with the wrong person, and so on and so forth. I thought that she might bring that up because I had mentioned something about like you saying that I'm like your forever person or whatever. Mm-hmm. And for me, there's a little bit less, I guess, permanence. Like as long as it's good, I want it to go in perpetuity. Yeah. But as soon as it becomes not fun
did I say you're my forever person, or did I say you're my person?
I think I don't know. Oh, that's wow.
I'm just saying. I'm like, I don't really talk like that. I think I definitely said you're my person.
Oh, what I said was, and I can quote you on this, that you want to do life together.
Oh, yeah.
To me, that means like the rest of life, but maybe that's not what you meant.
Yeah, like I like doing life with you right
now.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I brought this up. This makes me feel a lot better because now
You're getting scared?
Well, yeah, I mean,
why? You have commitment issues, dude.
I don't have commitment issues. I want my life to be easy, fun, enjoyable, all those things.
All the things that I am.
Exactly. And as long as you are those things, then I want to continue to, to share life's experiences with you. But when things change, because oftentimes they do, mm-hmm. then, I don't want to be like, okay, like these are the things that I need you to work on in order for us to get back to this, and
but sometimes
and vice versa. I get that. It
doesn't have to be negative.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
If it's like a laundry list of things and things change drastically, yeah. But sometimes checking in and
checking in is great.
Hey, like our relationship's great, but it could be better, or like certain tendencies of you. This does bother me, but I don't think that because. Change is inevitable. It's going to happen, right?
Sure.
But it just depends how it happens.
Yeah.
And how you react to it.
I think a lot of couples, the change happens over a long period of time. It's mm-hmm. like, it's sort of like when you see your niece or nephew, right? You don't see them for like a year, and then you're like, oh shit, they grew.
Huge.
Yeah. But to them and their parents, like, the change is so gradual that they don't really even notice it.
Like a little shit.
Yeah. All right. So I guess we're wrapping up season 2, unless there's anything else you want to dive into.
No, I just thank you, and I love you, and I love doing this with you.
Thank you, and I love you, and I love doing this with you too. All right, friends. Thank you so much for going on this journey with us. It was a real journey, like mm-hmm. geographic journey of sorts, where we traveled for half of this season, and then an emotional and relationship journey as well. So many different journeys. But thank you all for joining us through all of this. We look forward to seeing you in season 3.
Yes, thank you for listening to Anything But CliShay.
Bye.
Bye. And scene.
Thanks for tuning in to Anything But CliShay. Hit follow, smash that subscribe button, and maybe even send this to someone who really needs to hear it. For the spicy stuff we don't say on air, follow the show on Instagram at Anything But CliShay. And for the full episodes, blog, and more, visit olismedia.com. Anything But CliShay is recorded in studios in San Diego, California, and proudly produced by Oles Media, an IVC media company.
Oles Media.